Hello my dear students. Today we are going to in this video we are going to discuss semiconductor memories. The chapter or unit name is semiconductor memories of data acquisition system and microprocessor for some electronic instrumentation and control. And this semiconductor memory is having a 35 marks in the examination. So we will see the what is first question. First question is define semiconductor memory. A semiconductor memory is an electronic data storage device often used as computer memory implemented on a semiconductor based integrated circuit. It is based on semiconductor implemented on semiconductor based integrated circuit. Next, you can see memory cell operation. Each cell having a commands, that is select command, data in command, control command. So you can read as well as write into memory. And what is memory cell? A memory cell is used to store single bit information. The memory cell is fabricated by using either bipolar metal oxide semiconductor, that is MOS, or complementary metal oxide semiconductor, or CMOS. So here define the terms which is related to memory, that is access time, speed and memory capacity. So access time, it is the amount of time required to perform a read operation. It is a time between the memory receiving a new address at input and the data becoming available at the memory output. Or you can define one more type, a delay between ROM's inputs and the appearance of data output during a read operation. This is called access time. Then speed of memory. Speed of memory is a measure of the number of words that can be written into or read from the memory in a given unit of time. Always speed of memory is more when access time is small. Then one more definition is memory capacity. Number of bits that can be stored in a particular memory system is known as memory capacity. For example, a memory of 16 into 20 bit, the capacity of the memory is 320 bits, that is m is equal to 16 and n is equal to 20. So you will store 40 bytes. The capacity of the memory is 40 bytes. Next, semiconductor classification, semiconductor memory classification, that is primary memory and secondary memory. In primary, only for our syllabus, primary memory is there, that is in primary memory, read only memory and random access memory, that is ROM and RAM. In ROM, MROM is there, PROM is there, EPROM is there, EEPROM is there, and NVRAM is also in ROM side. And in RAM side, static RAM and dynamic RAM. Next, write a short note on ROM. Write a short note on ROM. Read only memory. ROM is a class of storage media used in computers and other electronic devices. Data stored in ROM cannot be modified, at least not very quickly or easily. The ROM is non-volatile memory as it retains stored information even if the power is turned off. Unlike RAM, processor uses ROM to store and execute program instructions. It is mainly used to distribute firmware. Firmware is software that is very closely tied to specific hardware and unlikely to require frequent updates. It is permanent memory in a computer that cannot be changed. Most memory is wiped clean when you turn off your computer, it is lost all memory, it would not be able to start up again. So it needs some instruction stored in memory that is there when the computer starts. It then uses this to give further instructions to the computer and help it boot up. Help it boot up. Next is write a short note on RAM. Random access memory is the best known form of computer memory. RAM is considered as volatile memory, which means that the stored information is lost when there is no power. RAM is made up of small memory chips that form a memory module. Whenever you open a program, it gets located from the hard drive into the RAM. This is because reading data from the RAM is much faster than reading data from the hard drive. Next, the difference between ROM and RAM or RAM and ROM. Here is the some difference between RAM and ROM listed below. My dear students, you please go through this. The differences are mainly classified according to definition and stands for the according to use, according to volatility and types. Next, types of RAM. Random access memory, static RAM and dynamic RAM. Types of RAMs are static RAM and dynamic RAM. In that, first one is dynamic RAM. You can see it is having one transistor, storage capacitor, and it is having three lines: bit line, address line and ground line. Bits. How dynamic RAM operates: bits stored as charge in capacitor. Charges leak, need refreshing even when powered. Simpler construction, smaller per bit, less expensive. Need refresh circuits, slower. Main memory, essentially analog. Level of charge determines value. Address line active when bit read or write written. Transistor switch closed. Current flows. Right. Voltage to bit line. High for 1, 0 for low. The signal address line. Then signal address line transfers charge to capacitor. Read address line selected. Transistor turns off. Transistor turns on. Charge from capacitor fed via bit line to sense amplifier. Compares with reference value to determine 0 or 1. Capacitor charge must be restored. Then explain static RAM cell. You are seeing in this slide static RAM cell and how it works, or what are the functions of this, how it will work. Bits stored as on off switches, no charges to leak, no refreshing needed when powered, more complex construction, larger per bit, more expensive, does not need refresh circuit, faster, catch digital, uses flip-flops. Then operation. Transistor arrangement gives stable logic state. State 1, C1 high, C2 low, T1 T4 off, T2 T3 on. State 0, C2 high, C1 low, T2 T3 off, T1 T4 on. Address line transistors T5 T6 is switch. Write apply value to B and complement to B bar. Read value is on line B. Next, difference between SRAM and DRAM. Both volatile. Power needed to be preserved data. Dynamic cell. simpler to build, smaller, more dense, less expensive, needs refresh, large memory units, static, faster and catchy. So these are also some differences between DRAM and SRAM, and for the exam point of view, this difference between SRAM and DRAM is very important. Less DRAM is less expensive to produce. DRAM needs to be refreshed periodically. DRAM is slower. DRAM consumes less power in active state. SRAM is expensive, does not need to be refreshed. SRAM faster in reads and writes. SRAM consumes considerably less power in sleep mode. Then list the types of RAM. List the types of RAM that are EMROM, PROM, EAROM, EPROM, EEROM and flash memory. In that, first one is EMROM or read only memory, or you can say mask ROM is a type of read only memory whose contents are programmed by the integrated circuit manufacturer rather than by the user. User cannot erase content, and they are not allowed to write new contents in masked ROM, also known commonly as manufacturer programmed ROM. Next, PROM, programmable read only memory. PROM, on programmable read only memory, the data can be written only once. It is manufactured as a black memory, and then the data is written onto it, also called as a burning the PROM. One step upon the masked ROM is the PROM, which is purchased in an unprogrammed state. If you look at the contents of the unprogrammed PROM, the data is made up of entirely of ones. The process of writing your data to the PROM involves a special piece of equipment called PROM burner. The device programmer writes data to the device one word at a time by applying an electrical charge to the input pins of the chip. Once a PROM has been programmed in this way, its contents can be never changed, etc. Then EPROM, you can some points of or some functions of EPROM is here listed below. Please do this. Next, EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read only memory. Electrically erasable programmable read only memory. You can, some points are listed below, we can go through this. Then flash memory. Flash memory consists of one transistor with a floating gate whose threshold voltage can be changed rapidly by applying an electric field to gate. Transistor or memory cell can have two threshold voltages corresponding to the existence of charges at floating gate. When electrons accumulated at floating gate, threshold voltage of memory cell becomes higher and considered as 1. Memory cell is not on with read signal voltages applied to control gate and bit line purchase level per charge level. Memory cell lowered by moving all electrons from floating gate and considered as 0. Memory cell is turned on with applied voltage and bit line discharged to ground. Flash memory is programmed by either storing or ejecting electrons in the floating gate in the floating MOS transistor through channel, hot electron injection or efferent tunneling mechanism. Next, write a short note on non-volatile RAM. This is very important in the examination in the point of examination. So you can please go through this. It will be asked 5 marks. Next, synchronous DRAM. Synchronous DRAM or SDRAM. So some points of SDRAM is listed here. Please, you can go through this. Next, DDR SDRAM. SDRAM can only send data 1 per clock. Double data rate SDRAM can send twice per clock cycle, rising edge and falling edge. This is working of DDR SDRAM. Then Rhombus, adopted by Intel for Pentium and Itanium main computer to SDRAM, vertical package, data exchange over 28 wires, less than centimeter long, bus address up to 320 RD RAM, chips at 1.6 gigabits per second, asynchronous block protocol, etc. List the different RAM and ROM ICs and their capacity. So this is also in the question paper. Please you go through this. So you at least note down or practice 5 ICs with their capacity. Next, the difference between DIMM and SIM, dual inline memory module and single inline memory module. So please, my dear students, please go through this about this information. Next, list the applications of ROM. Mobile phones for providing user-specific selections, video game consoles, implantable medical devices, radio frequency identification, high definition multimedia interfaces. As program storage chip is microcontrollers for debugging, for program development, as BIOS chip in computers, as program storage chip in modem, video card and many electronic gadgets. So these are also some applications of ROM. So with this will end, or if some of the questions are remaining, we will cover in a next video. And this chapter having a 35 marks. Please go through this.